Hey, greetings once again, my friends. Welcome back to the new series I'm putting together here on the City of Heroes Homecoming servers. We're taking a look at learning to play this game for the first time, or perhaps you're coming back from a long, long hiatus of a decade or more, and you're trying to get good because you don't want to be a noob. And your situation is this: you've got this idea for a character. You've got some power sets selected. You got a wicked cool costume you put together. You maybe found a build somewhere online, or you put one together yourself, following my instructions from the first part of this series, and you can't afford it because it takes all these cool IO sets and you don't have anything. No resources, maybe no friends, no super group base, nobody to power level you, etc., etc. So what are you supposed to do? That's what I've been talking about in part two when I was getting into running some story arcs and earning some story merits in order to flip into converters and boosters, that sort of thing, and selling those on the market. And this third part of the series where we're looking at the crafting system. Here's where we're going to really make bank because recipes that we're going to be getting as drops from just playing the game, we're going to show you how to go ahead and craft them first of all, but then convert and flip them into something more useful, more valuable, something you can sell for millions of infamy or influence, depending on which side of the game you're playing on. And you're not going to have to do anything special. You're just going to run your missions like normal. So that's what today's going to be looking at. We're going to be hunting some recipes. So I'm going to be putting together a lot of the concepts I've been talking about already. So let me go ahead and pull up my COH game here and take a look at my good friend Raven Black. This is my brand new Sentinel that I built just for this series. She's currently sitting at level 13. No build yet planned for her. Just going on gut instincts as far as what I'm taking. And last session that I started into this whole working the system and how to use recipes and crafting to make some real money. Uh, I told you and I showed you that I was going to go through the university tutorial. So here I am in Cap Au Diable, still in the university. I completed that tutorial mission, and the main goal of that, not well for me, would have been really just to go after the one free level 15 IO that I got. For a brand new player, it's going to walk you through the steps of how the crafting system works and get you that free level 15 IO because at this early stage of the game, especially back in the old days, I mean, having that first IO, that generic as it was, that was money because it would cost you thousands of infamy just to get one. Nowadays, of course, you can get one for maybe a few hundred to a couple thousand infamy, but the process is still useful because that IO is one less thing I need to buy, and it took me about 10 minutes or so to really go through that tutorial arc to get it. So in my opinion, that's worth it. I slotted it. I got it. I also went ahead and showed you how to work the market, how to take cheap money or low amounts of money and buy cheap recipes from the black market, as well as some inexpensive salvage, not spending a lot of money on the higher priced recipes you can buy from the crafting tables directly, but to just use the recipes that are being put onto the market and get them for a few hundred each, get salvage for a few hundred each, and craft these things for a couple thousand. So that you're not spending all your hard-earned money just getting some generic IOs. Right now, I've got level 15 IOs in all of her powers right now. So I am slotted up as high as I can at this point. Then we also went ahead and took some extra recipes that I'd gotten just as random drops from her previous story arcs that I did in Port Oaks, and I went ahead and crafted those. And then showed you how you can convert them into something more usable, as in more expensive, more valuable. And we sold them, or at least I listed them on the market, and I have since sold them. So I am sitting on just over 20 million infamy. That's after all my crafting of all my level 15 IOs. So I'm feeling pretty good. And then off camera, I went ahead and ran the next three newspaper missions in Cap Au Diable and unlocked the King's Row bank mission, the Mayhem mission. I ran that one. I got the another free travel power called the Jump Jet. It's kind of like a little mini super jump, I guess. So I have another way to travel around without having to commit to travel powers, whether through slots or purchasing fuel for jetpacks, that sort of thing. And I used that completion of King's Road to unlock a brand new character, not character, but NPC story arc, and that was the one I was talking about last session. Let me pull that up for you. It is Dmitri Krylov. He is a contact in the Devil's Coattails of Cap Au Diable. I think he's like a Russian scientist or something like that. And I have from him the story arc, the Vahzilok Conference. And my goal with this session is to go through not just that story arc, but the second one after the wall fell. And both of these arcs are pretty lucrative as far as merits go. The first one is 3 missions getting into the Vahzilok, and there's 7 reward merits for that one. And then the After the Wall Fell introduces a couple brand new factions to battle. I think it's the Luddites are in here, the Spetsnaz are in here, etc. But here's the big thing. I'm going to get 27 merits for this one. So I'm looking at 34 or more merits to complete these 2 story arcs. And it's a total of, what do we got? The 9 missions, and I'm probably going to auto-complete at least one of these. I'm looking at the final mission here, and this defeat all Spetsnaz. Just because, that's a little extra time. I don't need to do it. But look at all these different enemy groups I get to face. Arachnos, Clockwork, Goldbrickers, Krylov's Creations, Longbow, Luddites, Skulls, Spetsnaz, The Lost, Vahzilok, Wyvern. It's like a smorgasbord of who's who in Cap Au Diable. So I'm going to get to fight a whole bunch of enemy factions. So that'll be something fun and interesting. But before I jump in all that, I want to show you the true benefits of the buddy system. So let me go ahead and switch this over to Rain's view. And we're going to take a look. Actually, I'm going to show you, first of all, the view from the character right now. Trinculo is still on Raven's team. So let me go ahead and pull up the recipe list for him. So if you take a look, what I want to showcase to you is that even though he is level 32 sitting here, and I think he joined her at level 31. Let me go ahead and make sure these guys don't disconnect on me while I'm chit-chatting. So even though he's level 31 and wasn't getting a ton of XP, one of the advantages of the buddies system is that you do get recipe drops. So if you take a look at this, I got a level 11 annoyance from working with Raven. I got a level 12 Basilisk's Gaze, a level 12 Deflated Ego, a level 15 Impervium Armor, and a level 12 Paralytic Hold Set. So those recipes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like last time, I can give these to Raven, and I will, and I can have her convert these or craft them as is, craft and then convert them to then sell on the market. A couple of these sets I know immediately are worth some money. The Basilisk's Gaze and the Impervium Armor are worth money as is. Let me go ahead and pull up the auction house so you can see for yourself. So if I pull this up, let's go ahead and look at enhancements. Attuned enhancements. We're going to go into the hold sets first, where Basilisk's Gaze is. Click on this one. I currently have the accuracy and hold one. So if I click on that one, these things, you can see they're selling for 1, 2, 3 million, somewhere in there. So I can get a couple million just by crafting this thing. It's only going to cost 5,160 to craft it, plus whatever I spend on these salvage pieces. So maybe, the Lament box might be, I think that if that's a rare one, that could cost me a good 400, 500,000. Rare ones are typically going upwards around there. Scope's going to be, I don't know, should only be like 5,000 or something like that. So all in, you're probably looking at 500,000 to craft this thing, even though it's only level 12. That's if I have to buy everything. But I'm going to go ahead and at least double, triple, quadruple, quintuple my money once I've done that. So it's worth crafting that one and just selling it as is. Similar story I'm betting for Impervium Armor. That's a damage resistance set. So if I come down here, resist damage, Impervium Armor, pull this one up, and I've got the endurance and resistance one. So that's this one. Yeah, this guy's selling for, well, the last one sold for 200,000, but prior to that, 2 million, 2.5 million, so another couple million. Similarly, this was actually should be cheaper because it's a uncommon recipe. So I don't know if the page, I don't think the page of Malleus Mundi is, I think it's just uncommon. Let me pull that up. Okay, it is a rare. So and if you look at the rares are going expensive again, like 600,000 or something like that. So anyway, if rares are truly selling for about 1 million, I'm not going to go ahead and craft and try to sell these because that's too much all-in money in order to do this. But if I can get the rare one here for like 500,000, then again, this will be worth it because I can sell for a couple million. I'll quadruple my money. So just by crafting these two cheap, level 12 and level 15 recipes, I'm going to make like 5 million total just from those two. And then what I'll do with these other ones, like Annoyance, Deflated Ego, and Paralytic, I will craft them as is, and then I'll use converters in order to flip them. This is in the hold set, so I could craft the Paralytic here and use the converters like I did in the last video I posted and flip it into another Basilisk's Gaze, let's say. And again, these things are going for like 2-3 million each, so it doesn't really matter what I turn it into in this hold set. I'm going to make a lot of cash from it. Some of these are worth more than others, like the chance to recharge slow is probably the cheapest of the bunch. But if I did flip it into this, I would just do inset conversion and try to turn it into a different Basilisk Gaze. So that's worth money, and it's going to be really cheap because the mutant blood sample is only going to cost me, let me confirm that before I say how much it's going to cost me. Mutant blood. Mutant blood sample is going for at most 20,000. So I can craft this whole thing for 25, 30,000. Converters, maybe I got to convert it, 600,000 worth of converters because each converter is roughly 60,000 depending on what the market value is on those. So again, maybe I'm a 500,000 into it. I can then flip it, turn it into 2-3 million, infamy hold set, boom, sell it. So right here, if I use that process for these 5 recipes and I'm a 500,000 into each one of them, that's 2.5 million, let's say, to craft all of these things and convert them into something sellable. And I'm going to make at least 1 million, 2-3 million per each one. So let's just say 2 million each, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll make 10 million, and I'm going to have to invest about 2.5 million. So I'm going to profit about 7.5 million just from these 5 cheesy recipes that otherwise are useless as is. And this is kind of the advantage of the buddy system because I have Trinculo in the back. He's not going to use these recipes. They're too low for him as is, but I can feed them to my primary character that I'm worried about, or he can craft them himself and flip it, whatever, get money that way. But so you're able to level up a couple characters simultaneously, and you're getting your drop chances are increased. So this is one of the advantages. And it doesn't really matter if Trinculo is the higher level or Raven Black's the higher level. Yeah, if Trinculo was my primary, mission holder here, I would get, more money that way, but I'd still get the same kind of drops. I'd get just higher level drops, and they may or may not be worth more money. It just depends on what sets they come out of. All right, then let's also check and see if he got any recipes in level 15 territory, because I can again feed these to, or like here's one, here's an endurance reduction. So I don't need this, right? He's level 30 something. He's not using a level 15. So I can just click, drag this, and drop it onto her, and that'll be transferred over to her inventory. Now she's got another level 15 endurance. Does she have flies of power? Let's pretend she did. Boom, I drag it over to her. She's got another level 15. So there's 2 more recipes I fed her. Oh, here's a level 15 damage resistance. I know she needs that. Boom, I'll throw that over to her. So again, Trinculo, he's just sitting at a door. He's not doing anything other than earning some XP, but he's getting drops. And now I'm taking these drops and giving them to Raven Black, who then can craft them because she has 20 million or so in her bank account right now that she can make these things and either slot them because she needs them or sell them to make even more money. And obviously, if this was my very first character and I was doing this sort of buddy system, what I would have is my Raven would be my main farmer, my build that I know I'm going to later go and run, higher level 50 stuff, blah, 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 AE, whatever it is, Architect Entertainment, farming type of stuff, right? I could make her be some, fire armor brute or whatever, and create a farmer. So I'd feed her, and have her get all leveled up and a bunch of recipes and money, money, money. Once she's at 50, then I can use her to start farming other characters that I'm creating on the buddy system. And that's ultimately how I've been able to get so many characters. You know, sure, I play plenty of the game, and I've run plenty of characters from low level up, like you see me doing in these videos, but I've far more frequently used my brutes or whatever I've got on my other account, and I will level up using farms, that sort of thing. And I do also do plenty of the hey, sit at the door while I'm running submissions, especially if I'm doing like the patron missions or something like that, and I want to go get the badge. I might throw one of my alts on the other account because they need the badge too, and I'll just go ahead and run that mission and get the unlock, and boom, done. So there you go. That's kind of the other advantage of the buddy system I wanted to show you. So let's go ahead and flip ourselves over to Raven here, and then we'll see if we can craft any of this crap real quick or not. I don't know if I have the resources, and I'm not going to spend no $1,000,000 on a stupid a stupid rare. I don't know who the hell's paying that money, but you're foolish. I can show you how to get them cheaper if you, if that's something people are interested in. Just let me know in the comments. I may do a uh, that's technique is a separate video, but I'm just kind of looking at these prices. I'm like, hell no, I'm not spending that much money on that. All right, let me go ahead and get this switch. 1 second. All right, over on Raven's account now. So let's take a look at her recipes. Now, I have some stuff already purchased. Just want to see what we're looking at here. All right, so I have these recipes squirreled away right now. I got some accuracy, damage, endurance, fly, and the resist. Some of that Trinculo just gave, some she already had. I've got all of my primary stuff slotted up with 15s like I told you. The only exceptions are I still have the freebie special enhancements from the start vendor that are still good until I hit level 21. So however, the effect will cease to trigger. Although I think actually, if I'm reading this correctly, the enhancements still work. The only thing that stops working is the procs on these. So I have currently 16.7% boosts across the board. I don't think that's ever going to expire. The only thing that will expire at 21 is the chance for lethal, the chance for psionic, the chance for knockdown, if I'm reading these correctly. So there you go. That's where I'm currently sitting right now. Now, this guy has those recipes. Let me send them over to her and see if she can craft any of this stuff. So there's paralytic, there's the impervium armor, there's the deflated ego, here's the basilisk gaze, here's the annoyance. Send those over to her. Let's see if I have stuff to make any of these. All right, I can't craft any of them currently. Now what I can do is, again, use my buddy system, because maybe Trinculo has some of the salvage that is necessary. So I can go and look at his salvage list here and slip her anything that she might need as I look at it. So I have any of the stuff that is usable for any of these recipes. I do have one of these demon programs, so I'll give her that. Do I have a scope? Nope. Do I have polycarbon? Nope. I probably don't have a lot of the low level stuff because I don't run this guy at low level. I think I originally had gotten him farmed up a little bit. Mutant blood sample, no. Page of the Malleus Mundi, no. I don't think I have any of that crap. All right, so I got one thing. What about the common stuff? I need that. Brass, ancient artifact. Here's an ancient artifact. Can use that. Here, I'll give you another ancient artifact because you might need it. Anything else we can use here? Scroll over here. Boresights, spell scrolls, any of that stuff. Boresights, spell scrolls. There's a luck charm. Throw that in there. Spell scroll, here you go. All right, look, I can make annoyance now. Let's see, Boresight, rune-bound armors. Don't think any of this other. Here's a spiritual essence. This is some lower level stuff. I'll just give her. She might need it. She's doing a bunch of crafting coming up. That's another thing I think I mentioned in the last video is if this also was my first time playing, I might designate not just the build as a farmer, I might designate them as my crafter. Because if you memorize your crafting badges, you can craft all those recipes for free. You know, or not, the crafting's not free. I think it's discounted, but the recipes, I believe, are free. You can just, as long as you have the salvage and whatever, half the money, you can make these things. All right, there you go. I just gave her a bunch of stuff that I don't need on Trinculo, but she does. Now she can come over here. She's got 20.9, million, so about 21 million. Go ahead and craft annoyance, create. Kind of just show you this one. Convert, take it up here. So it's in a taunt set. So what I probably want to do is the taunt sets themselves are not that awesome. Let's pull up the auction house just to see what options we have. Enhancements, attuned, go to the taunt sets here. Sorry, threat. Where's the threat duration they're called now? So I could turn it into, triumphant insult. So I'm looking to turn it. So these are all comments. This is not going to help me. If I convert it to another taunt set, threat duration, it should. Let me just make sure this is the correct level because it converts by level. So let me shut off the attune. Let me go into the crafted side of things instead. The level, because attuned enhancements don't have a level per se. The level is whatever level you are. All right, let's see what is in the 11 to 15 range. So threat duration, triumphant insult, annoyance. All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and do out of set threat, and I'm hoping it pops into one of the rare. Triumph, of course it doesn't. It goes to the one with the chance of disorient. So the proc might be worth something. Let me just see. Now what's funny is it shows these guys as rare up here, but for me it shows it as just regular. All right, so the chance of disorient, it sells pretty decently from what I can see here. It's selling for about 1 million, so it might be worth something just like that. Only spent a couple converters on it. Let me just confirm that value here. Triumphant insult. The chance to disorient. Let's make this whatever level. All right, so the chance to disorient, it's 1,700,000, 2 million, something like that. There's 69 for sale, 98 people bidding. So I'll probably be lucky to get 1 million for it. So I could go ahead and, do that. Alternatively, okay, it is a rare. So alternatively, I can just turn it into a different rare. It's only going to cost me 1. I'm going to try this because there are some nice low-level rares. The advantage of getting low-level recipes is that hardly anybody's getting them because hardly anybody's actually playing the game at this low level. A lot of people are just power leveling straight up to 50. So there's not as many of these types of recipes on the market as, say, level 50 recipes. So you may have a good chance to get something valuable here just by virtue of hardly anybody's running this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and convert it to something low level rare. Eradication. That's actually a pretty good set if my memory serves me. That's a melee AoE set that's hard to kind of come by, and the accuracy recharge is not the best of the bunch, but hey, it's selling for 1 million. There's 156 for sale. Let me see if the other ones, the proc is 3 million. The quad is 1 million. So it's something I could work with if I can get it into the damage proc. That would be the most lucrative one. I've spent 3 converters already to get to this point. So I either can, cash in my chips here, or I can keep rolling. Let me just see what the special salvage is going for converters. So they're selling for 50-some thousand. So in other words, spent 3, some 160,000 or so, 170,000 invested in this thing. If I get up to like 1 million at that point, then it's like I just shot myself in the foot because now it's pretty much worth nothing if I keep having to flip. And it's going to get more expensive because now if I want, I'm going to have to go in-set converters, which cost 3. And the one that's worth the most is 1 out of 5. So I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 5 options. So I'll have a 20% chance of flipping it into the one that's worth the most. All the other ones are going for 1 million and seem to be pretty locked in at 1 million. So I don't know if it's worth to flip the eradication a bunch of times trying to shoot for 3 million. Uh, there may be better options, other rare sets. So if I do this, we can try to play it, try to figure this out. So what you can do is, hey, is there anything else that's worth the money? If I go to crafted enhancements, I go to level, this level 10 to 15 range that I'm looking at, and I look at rarity rare, I can see what other stuff I could flip this into if I put this back up in the converter here and switch over to rare. Um, warp, no. Time, no. Called arms, maybe. What other sets are here? What's it called? Javelin. I don't know if it flips in a PvP set. Something tells me no. Javelin Violence PvP set. Achilles heel would be a nice one if you can get the damage resistance. That guy's going for like 4 or 5 million, so that would be a nice one to convert into. Commanding presence, winner's gift, maybe that could be worth something. Well, the slow resistance, maybe. Million commanding presence. One of these pet sets, yeah, is the taunt placate resist. I don't think that's really gonna do you much good. The defense bonus would be nice. Edict of the Master, that's going for 3 million. Theft of Essence, endurance, that's about 3 million. So there are some good things in here that I might have a better chance of flipping to. Razzle Dazzle or Mobilize, I don't think anybody gives a shit about that. Increased perception on rectified rectum here, no. That's not very good. Cloud Senses, if I can get the damage proc, that one's pretty good. Yeah, 3 million. Impervious Skin, there might be, I know there's, yeah, the status resistance regen, that's pretty good. Gladiator's Armor, that's not going to flip into that. It's a PvP set. Anyway, there are some good sets out here. The Impervium Armors, you know what, I'm going to go for it because I don't like my odds. I'd rather roll the dice here. So I want to flip it to a different rare. Damn, right there. I just got the Shield Breaker chance for lethal. I'm almost positive that's going to be worth some serious cash. Not like overwhelming FU money, but decent money. All right, look, it's going 3 million, 2 million, 3.5 million, 4 million, 3 million, and there's 513 bids for this thing. So this thing will sell. And I flipped it. I've spent like, what, 4 merits or something like that to flip at this point. So I didn't invest that much to flip this thing, a couple 100,000 at this point, plus the crafting costs. So it's been pretty much nothing. At most, I spent 250,000. So I'm going to get a couple million easily. I'm going to go ahead and put this up for 2 million in 5, because I want to get one of these 3-4 million people to bid for it or try to buy it. So I'll put that up there, let it percolate like I've done before, and wait and see what happens. All right, well, there you go. That is what I want to at least show for that part. I actually want to go run some missions now. But I want to just make sure that it's clear of how the buddy system works, how the crafting system works, and how you can use those two in tandem to increase your income, or at least your chances for income. All right, let's go ahead and do this. I've got a couple missions. I did also grab the first mission from Dr. Percy. That's another story arc that I mentioned to contact last session. She's also got a mission. This mission is not a story arc, though. You have to go through this first in order to get to her story arc. But her story arc's like another 8 merits or something like that. And then she'll connect you with Marshall Brass, who I kind of really would like to get, because he then gives you this Gold Bricker arc, which allows you to get another jetpack, which is always nice to have all these free jetpacks and jump packs that you can get just by running some of the missions. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start Krylov's first. So, and the other thing I got to watch out for is I don't want to outlevel these guys, because Percy and Krylov both are level 14 capped. So once I get to 14, I need to shut off my XP again. I kind of hate shutting off the XP. I'd like to keep chugging along, but I'm still trying to get the merits, because I'm still trying to build my war chest. But I think I'm mainly going to be able to switch my game over to using the recipes at this point and not worry so much about flipping merits. And then I can start stockpiling merits, because I am going to need my merits for my own build in order to get boosters and catalysts and converters just to do Raven Black's actual level 50 build. So I don't want to like just piss away all of those converters just trying to make cash. But now that I've got these systems unlocking, I should be able to just start to get money rolling in. So that's what I'm really going to shoot for here. So getting through Cap Au Diable, getting his bunch of story arcs done, not only get the merits, but also get some more recipes. Okay, so right now I'm set at -1. I think I'm going to stay there because if you remember from the last game session, I was a little bit forgot or surprised because I forgot that I was now playing on a team of 2, and with 2 people, you're going to increase the number of foes that you take on. So normally, when you're running just regular content with a single solo player, you're going to run against like groups of 3 foes, which are manageable and easy to take out. But if you're going with 2 players, now you're looking at groups of 5 as you're fighting. So that's a little bit more of a challenge. Let me go ahead and get Trinculo actually on the team here. Search for my little buddy. Let's see. 1 second. Get him over here. There he is. Invite you to the team. He's going to say yes. Fly over there. Get him on the map. So I'll have him door sit some more. And we'll see how many recipes and stuff he can lock down, just like in this first little arc here of 3 missions. Is he going to, get 1, 2 recipes a mission? That'll be nice. Get another half dozen or so. And even if they're level 15s, that's fine. Generics, I can use them on Raven. She's not too proud. All right, she's not going to be able to slot anything higher until shit's level 17 anyway. Because then I can start crafting level 20s. Okay, so I am good to go here. Trinculo is on the map. Let's go ahead and get this going here. Scoot this down a little bit so it fits better. There we are. Put on my headset so I can hear the game. Wait 1 second, this thing is muted. Okay, all set up. So Vahzilok, I just need to defeat Beautiful Dead, so I don't have to defeat all. Just gotta find this boss. I don't mind running lower either, because Vahzilok usually a pain in the keister. I don't really want to worry with them too much. What DOT they do. Slows, animating each other. Zombie spit does a lot of damage. Hopefully I don't have any issues now that I've slotted my level 15 enhancements. So now that I've got them, you can see I've got better stats. I've got accuracy, I've got damage, I've got recharge. Full house in here. Let me try to avoid as much combat as possible, to be honest. I want to just find Beautiful Dead. Of course, I'm not going to be able to. This is an ugly entrance here. This looks like a big map. See if I can just pull this guy. Of course. These guys aggro like bitches. I think I remember Wednesday playing this group before, getting rocked. If you guys haven't seen any of her videos, you ought to check them out. She runs a lot of cool character concepts, build testing and stuff. Shh, this is fucking ugly. It's an ugly room. I'm not here to get a bunch of guys attacked. If I remember, the problem when I was watching her video was that I noticed this. They seem to be like on an aggro leash. So if you aggro one of the group, they all aggro. It's crazy. Yeah, this is freaking mad. I don't know if I want to try to just run past everything, because if you get hung up on something, then you got a problem. Let's see. I think it might be. Man, I'm really wishing I had some stealth. Let's see when that comes online for this character. Let's just go for it. Oh shit, I'm hung up. Okay. Let's push through. I'm not looking forward to taking out groups of 5 Vahzilok at a time. Okay, there's an Eidolon boss. Thought I turned off my bosses. Gotta remember to do that as well. Goes off. I might get him anyways, because I don't know if twosome gets him. I shouldn't really worry about this guy. He does negative damage, which I have good resistance to. I just blast him. See what happens. As long as he's not chained to the other guys. Oh, look, he's hung up. This could be great. Blocked by what? Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Oh, shit. Damn, I want to get a few licks in on him before he got loose. Oh, shit. He's got a stun aura on. Get away from me. Oh, bomber. A puker. Puker. This is bad. Get away. Oh, actually, I have my Mezora. What do I care? Bring that shit, buddy. I forgot I had my Mezora picked up. Dude, I am not into white knuckle frickin' missions. I just want to go. There's too many guys. All right, let's book it. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god, look at this crap. I'm gonna go to the left. There's so many guys. I'm glad I didn't load it. I ran this at -1, right? Imagine if I ran this at regular level. These guys would be what? +1 to me? You're +1 to me. 3, 2, 1, I go? Or do I just freaking annihilate this whole group because they're sitting down? Let's go for it. No regurts. Unload. Let the guy blow up. Oh, shit. Come on, come on, come on. Give me the fireball. Dude, I got toxic resist for shit. Apparently. These guys just seem to just keep hitting. They don't care. It's like, what is their accuracy? Yeah, this is not good. I'm not looking forward to this boss fight. They're just drilling through me. I don't know if they have higher than normal accuracy or what. Hoping she's in here. Yeah, she's over there somewhere. Let's sneak around here. I don't know if I just gotta kill her or what. Alright, at least they're -1. Let me see if I can pull this jack off. Hey, gorgeous. I don't have a mobilize resistance? What the hell? Come on, dark armor, work for me. Get out of there, no! Kill him. Oh man, that was close. I was like, crap. I couldn't move. Oh, that's how you use immobilize. All right, so I just had to kill her. That's good. That could have been it. That could have been the one. All right, Krylov. Let me go talk to this guy. I'll be right back. All right, got us next mission, and this is by far, I think, the best, if not, well, whatever, uh, favoritist mission. Red side. I don't know. I'm not going to spoil the whole thing, but essentially, you and Vahzilok agree to terms or team up, and you get to work with them, uh, kidnapping citizens of Paragon to bring for surgeries. So it's awesome. It's freaking hilarious. It's like one of those truly kind of diabolical, evil villain side missions. All right, contact blah, 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 mission. So our mission is to find 3 victims and take them to the surgeons. So you run around the map and look for hapless citizens. There's longbow on the map as well, which no big deal. You just beat these guys down. Longbow are not very scary at this level. They will try to interfere with your mission here. Because pretty much you're running through King's Row looking for citizens that are being protected or something. Then there's a group of Vahzis that you want to go and help. I thought this mission also rewards the Shady Badge, which is like going back to Paragon for the first time type of idea. Maybe it's upon completion. I don't want to mess with the clockwork, but these other guys, I don't really care about skulls and stuff. Where are these people? Actually hiding somewhere in the alleys for some reason. And if I remember the mission, when you capture one, the longbow try to stop you. They come ambushing. So I'm gonna have to clear some of this map anyway, because when you kidnap, you gotta escort. So it's like a roving escort. I don't know, this is a good option here. Still want to fight the shocker dudes here. Lose endurance. This is another one of these great missions that you run with a big team. Like at this level, it's awesome. Alright, there's a victim. Alright, looks like the skull's got him. With a bone daddy, huh? It's not a nice group. Let's light him up. So I can take out his buddies quick. What the hell? It's after me or him? They're shooting you, bro. Sure doesn't seem like I have negative energy resistance. Alright, so I grab him. And now you see what I'm saying about having to clear the street. Path. So it's probably would have been smarter to clear the path a little bit. And then do this kidnap. Because the longbow, like I said, will come after him. So you don't want to be in the middle of... This is awesome cutscene. Where's Raven Black? I'm growing impatient. I know what you mean. New meat. I hope Krylov isn't trying to pull a fast one on us again. Are we sure this isn't going to get us into trouble? It seems we're taking a big risk. No, not at all. Krylov said Raven Black would be very discreet about the kidnappings. I think I see our accomplice now. Hey, Raven Black, over here. The meat doctors. Time for the harvest. Yep, here comes Long Butts. Now you can get the Vahzilok to help you. I think they're combatants. So you take these guys over here. Come on. And if Longbow shows up, you like lead them right into the Vahzilok. Just don't know what happened to them. Let's bring this guy over here. Oh shit, they're there. Oh wait. Let's get the skulls get in there. It's Bedlam. It's frickin' Bedlam. Bedlam. Everybody fighting everybody. Oh, don't just run by the boss. What the hell? Frick, more? I forgot it was multiple waves. This is getting serious now. This is a good mission for, let's say you're a buffer type, a healer. You can support these longbow. I don't know if it's 3 waves or 2. Let's go find some more victims. It's like old-fashioned street sweeping here. This guy's gun sounds are like dual pistols. I think that was the other ambush right there. Well, they're all just standing around. Looks like they went to... That'd be like 5 ambushes or something then. It looks like they went to the original location that I got the prisoner, the kidnapped victim from. I'm guessing there's another one over there. Victim. It's a long walk. Is the Bone Daddy at every one? Jeez. Look, and there's freaking clockwork. It's freaking nuts. I don't know if I can use these longbow to my advantage here. Let's try this. If I pull the Bone Daddy, and I want to hover back over the longbow. And then the longbow should attack them. Solve my problem for me. There you go. Good job, everybody. I'll just go and clean up whatever's left. Nobody's attacking the Bone Daddy, though. Come on. It's like 6-on-1, you guys. It's fish. Alright. It's gonna clear it for me. Alright, this is old-fashioned cheese style right here, everybody. See who's gonna win. I should have put some bets on this. Oh, there's only one longbow left. Oh, and the Bone Daddy wins. Alright, and then I win. Now, can I get this guy without triggering the clockwork? Let's try. Alright, got him. Now we got to escort his ass back to ground zero. I thought there was like a trick to this. I think it was, as I'm doing it right now, I'm thinking the trick was to find all the guys first, locate them, and then kill all at once, like groups, if you went with a larger team. And then everybody escorts at the same time, because these longbow groups can get crazy. Again, if you're on a large team, it's freaking turns into insanity. Come on, dude. Let's get you up and over. Bring him in. But you can use the enemy factions to your advantage. So if you are smart, you can try to leave the skulls and stuff up there. So the longbow have to fight their way through them. If any longbow are going to come this way, I'm going to go take a peek. There's a group right there waiting. Alright. Well, I need to find one more victim. One more victim. Without triggering any of these ambushers that's hanging around. And I'm wondering if rooftop is a place possible. I don't think so, but maybe. Alright, I'm gonna go and fly around because there might be a group up on the roof that has, yeah, like here, there's clockwork up here. I don't know if the other skull group is up here. Oh, there's my shady badge. Yeah, so I think you got to spend a certain amount of time on this map. Scanner. Oop, there. Oh, I see your ass. Okay. Now, if you notice, I was able to find it pretty quick. I have tab actually keyed to allies, so I'm just tabbing as I'm flying around. And anytime it hits an ally, it's going to give me them. They're going to light up. Whereas if my mouse button 4, I think it is my back and forth enemy targeting. So I have quick targeting with my mouse keys, and then my tab button targets allies. So anyway, the victim shows up as an ally. So I'm just flying around hitting tab, tab, tab until boom, he lights up. Like, there he is. A little trick. Let's do this. Let's light him up. Do I want to use the longbow again? Maybe. Let's go over this way. Try to hit this guy. these guys a fighting chance. Finish the Bone Daddy. Alright, now let's finish his longbow and the other skull. Oh man, bless me. Ugh. Alright, let's grab this guy. And then hopefully it's a fairly clear path to where I want to go. Or not. Let's go this way. Let's use some obstructions to even our odds here. Now, I don't know if this is the kind of escort where he'll stop every time a longbow gets next to him. But sometimes that's true, and then you can't just, like, run with them. Okay, let's keep going. Almost here. Comes out the longbow. There it is. Done. Alright, so there's one more mission left in this arc. It should reward 7 merits. So Krylov then will give me the nice mission arc, 6 missions with the 27 merits. Let me go ahead and get this thing set up. Be right back. Alright. Third and final mission of this story arc. Everybody's here. We have to steal notes from the Facemaker and defeat the Facemaker. Now, Facemaker, this could be a tough fight. Because it might be an elite boss. I don't remember. Jeez, these freaking bodies. Okay. Let's check our map situation here. See what we want to do. Alright, I really don't want to mess with this many guys. 5 even level Vahzilok when they're just going right through my defenses like they don't exist. There looks like there's a path this way. Straight ahead. You see straight ahead, there's 2 doors. I feel like if I know this map, there's going to be another group up there. Possibly around the corner. So if like I run past these guys right in aggro, they might start following me. If I then aggro another group at that end, I'm going to get frickin' sandwiched. But if this is a map, I think, if I go to the left, I think it's just a dead-end room down there. Like, so there's another group down there. So I kind of feel like I'm damned either way. I feel like the way to go is straight and then up to the left. Because I'm looking for an elevator. So I think I'm going to book it. And hope I don't get hit too much. 3, 2, 1, go. Shit. I just F'd myself. 3, 2, 1, go back. 3, 2, 1, go back. Run, 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 run. Dude. Yes. I got shot once. Okay. That almost frickin' backfired. Now, the good news is I'm going to level during this map. So, that'll give me an advantage against Facemaker because I'm hoping she'll just be -1 to me. So I will take on some of these guys. I can scorch one before they even get here. Okay. Don't you reanimate his ass? I don't think so. Finish him. Oh shit. Run, 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 run. Oh, I'm so slow. So slow. I got my own zombies. Do I want to break them out? I may have to. Stop frickin' puking on me. Oh, this hurts so bad. Jesus Christ, this is terrible. I just cannot stand and fight against these guys. I thought I had toxic resistance in some of the stuff, but it does not appear. Yeah, I have a little bit with Dark Embrace. This is rough. This is freaking rough, guys. Again, I'm gonna level soon, but I can't have a bunch of fights like that. I was worried there might be another group through here. That's why I didn't keep running. Let's move up. I need a green or something. I do have regen, Tenebris, whatever the frick it's called. Tenebris regeneration, and I have health, but man, these guys are just puke is so bad. But remember, I do have pets. I've got Bone and I have the Imp. Lovely Linda's right there. Let's take her out. Shit, what if I can pull her? If I can kind of get them in this tight confines coming through this door, that gives me better luck. Ah, shh. Eat it. No. There we go. Now, who's your daddy? Yeah, I was like, no way, I'm taking on that radiation shit. No radiation for you. Alright, that's level 14. Alright, skip this crap. Let's just go find the face maker here. And now I'm getting greens, that's nice. Let's go up again. There's really no point in trying to take out a bunch of greens. Just want to find face maker and take her out. Hopefully she's just going to be like a -1 conning and not an elite boss. Or just Glenda. Okay, one more guy here. I don't think I have to take out these lieutenants of hers, but at least they're worth some decent XP. They probably have a better chance of dropping good recipes, too. I feel like she's around here somewhere. Around here somewhere. Okay. Somebody else? There we go. I knew there had to be somebody else in there. Reaper. Don't fear the Reaper. God, I just keep hitting you. Stop hitting me. I had to get out of here. Run. So slowed. Not wrong way, this way. Yeah, it's like they're going right through my shit like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. Wrong way, dummy. I get the other guy? Guess so. I don't know what it is about these Vahzilok, though. They just freaking shred right through any defenses you have. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's get away from that let's go up here and take a peek. So I don't need to kill any more of these idiots. Just needless risks. Let's go down here. Oh, come on. Where is you, bitch? Where are you? Zoom out. Here? Probably. Alright, let's go back this way. Go down around that side. It's a dead end also, right? Where the hell is she? Great. Great, 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 great. Nothing over here. There's no way this floor doesn't have her. There's no way she's not up here. Maybe there's something up that way. Alright, let me go back. See if there's another exit from that room. There we go. Jackpot. Alright. Now we're talking. Okay, she's over here. The pacemaker. Greens. Like it. Whack this guy first. Yeah, she's EB. I thought so. But she's -1, -2 EB. That's nice. She's like a poison. She got anybody else up here to take out? There we go. 12 reward merits for that shit, dude. Come on, guys. 12. That's funny is that one, what was that one arc in PO or whatever? Like 2? They need to rework some of these arcs because, you know, something like that has 3 missions. I got 12 merits. Yeah, there was an elite boss at the end, but you see how you can bypass that by lowering your difficulty and whatever. Meanwhile, that one, I think it was Mr. Bokor's arc. There's 3 missions, I think. And there was named bosses and Hellions or whatever. There's like two lousy merits. Come on. All right, let me call this in. Ask about more missions. Okay, this is the arc that on the wiki is worth 27. So if that one was 12, I don't know if this one might be more. But if I can get more than that, awesome. But right now I'm on pace for 39 merits from this guy's 2 story arcs. And let me see if I got any interesting recipes out of that. I still have the 4 that I traded over. I don't see any new regular drops, so nothing there. Let me check Trinculo's inventory, see if he got anything dropped. Okay, recipes for him. No sets. Generics. Yeah, I don't see any generics. Alright, so no recipes are dropped, so that sucks. But I did get 12 merits, so the 12 merits, of course, I can flip if I need to, converters and that sort of thing. So that's a good benefit for that. And let me check, see if my stuff's sold yet on the market. See if I got, yeah, sold it. So it sold for 3 million. So I remember I listed for just over 2. I got 3 million. All right, so there you go. I'm sitting at 23,698,000. I'm at level 14 that I just hit. I can still craft and flip these other 4. And these 2, I know the basilisks and the impervium as is will be worth about 2 million. I just don't want to pay $1 million for a lament box and page of the Malleus Mundi. Let me see if that's what those things are selling for. A lament. Lament box is going, all right, it's down to 700,000. Still, that's pricey as hell. The page of the Malleus Mundi. Page from 760. Right, yes. I mean, people are jacking up the prices on these things again. I want to put in a 500K. Hell, I'm going to put in a 450,000 bid because that's how cheap I am. Put that in. That's overpriced if you ask me anyway. And I'll also put in a bid for the lament box just so that hopefully by tomorrow I've got these things locked down. The rest of the stuff, the scope going for, I'll put in a 2,500 bid on that one. And there's no reason for me to sit here and spend a ton of money on this crap. I'm not that desperate that I need to have these things crafted right this second. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in some lower bids for them and let them sit. And I'm sure by tomorrow I'll have the stuff that I want. Inanimate. I think that's a common thing, right? Yeah. Bid 255 on that one. All right, so I'll put in bids for these things. Let that percolate overnight. See what happens. Once I craft these things and then flip them, I'm going to get 2, 4, I think about 6 million bare minimum by doing that. It's probably going to cost me $1 million to get it. So I'll profit about 5 million. That'll end up putting me around 27 million, somewhere in there. So about 27 million level 14 by the time I go ahead and start running this next mission. So what I'm going to do is stop now, take a break. I'm going to go train first. And then by the time I come back, play later today, tomorrow, I should have sold that stuff. If I don't sell today, it'll sell tomorrow at some point. I'll have the money sooner than later. Sorry, I will have purchased that stuff sooner than later. So it's not a big deal. I still want to sit here and desperately try to flip those things because I don't need to. Train up to next level. What do I want? Fire breath, another attack. This is why I might want to grab a pool power. I don't know what I need though yet. I was immobilized, so I did not like that. So I'm thinking about taking, I could take combat jumping. I don't know if these things give you any immobilized protection. Is there any immobilized protection in Sentinel Dark Armor? Let's see, toxic. So if not, I'm going to have to get some. Combat jumping's the easy way to go. And combat jumping's a nice little cheap power that gives you some defense and immobilized protection. Plus you can throw some decent set IOs in there. Yeah, I don't see obscure sustenance. I want this one. That's going to be my heal. So I drain life from nearby targets. Cloak of Darkness, I want that one because that's going to be the stealth I've been needing. Cloak of Fear would be cool to get in melee and make people afraid. Same thing with Oppressive Gloom. This is the melee stun. Soul Transfer, that's the self-res. I don't think I need that. So I think I want these next 4 powers. I definitely want Rain of Fire. I think I pretty much want everything from Fire Blast. You know, Fire Breath, maybe not, but I want Blazing Blast. Although it's not a snipe, so... But it's another attack. I don't know. I mean, I could possibly skip this if I'm going to go ahead and... I could respec at some point, drop Fire Blast or Flares, and then grab that, because then I'll have 1, 2, 3 with Fire Blast, Blaze, Blazing Blast. Or I could leave this alone and maybe go pick up a hold when I get there. 2 epic sets. Rain of Fire for sure. Inferno, if I'm going to get into melee, which I will. So start picturing this. Inferno, Cloak of Fear, and Oppressive Gloom. Plus your Obscure Sustenance. Because I could slot this probably up as a damaging attack. I'm betting. It's interesting. All right, so pool powers I think is the way to go. I got two options. I think I could go and grab leaping and take combat jumping for the immobilized resistance plus some defense. It's a cheap toggle, so it's not going to take a lot of endurance. Another option I was thinking is actually go flight for hover, because I do think it'd be cool to have the ability to fly on this character, given that she's got, Raven in the name, plus she's got a feathery cloak, and I do see flight as a thing. Although I could take sorcery pool and grab mystic flight from that. That then gives me access to spirit ward, which is a ally buff, which I really don't need. Arcane bolt is an attack, which I really don't need. So I don't see sorcery's a great option here. So maybe I go with flight and I have hover or air superiority if I want a punchy punch power. I don't know if I'm going to go true fly, but I could see. I kind of just like the idea of being a swoop around, just dropping shit on people. And hover's the way to do that. So because I could also go into melee with it and use my melee powers. Do I want to do it now or later? So it's either combat jumping for the immobilized resistance or flight for the hover maneuverability. I think the one that's most urgent is immobilize. Grabbing that. Boom. Mobilize it is. Take this thing. That. Gonna move these powers up here. Start lining up my toggly shield stuff there. Alright. Well, there you have it. That's about an hour and 15 minutes or so. Actual playtime is probably closer to 30 minutes, 45 minutes tops. A lot of that was some crafting talk and crafting. But that's pretty much the process from here on out. It's going to be run some story arcs, get some more merits, try to get some recipe drops. In order to increase my odds of recipes, what I'm going to need to do is turn this up a little bit. And I'm getting close to the point where I think I can. I definitely need to shut off my XP gain because I just hit level 14. So shut that off. I don't want to outlevel these two contacts. I mean, I can get up to close to 15 and then shut it off, but I want to be 14. And what I want to be able to then do is if I turn up the difficulty a little bit, at least I am running against +2 at this point, but ×2. I could go just even levels. See how that goes. It just depends on the enemies. The Vahzilok are nasty, so I really don't want to mess with them at even level double groups. But the rest of Krylov stuff I don't think is anything crazy groups. So let's try that. I'm going to go with even levels. If I keep running with Trinculo, that'll give me ×2. So I think that gives me good odds of getting some better drops. All right. Well, there you go. That's the vid. I'm going to go ahead and run the rest of that Krylov stuff. I might record it and post it up just as a kind of just pure run of the missions. And just see what I get as far as drops go. But it won't be any technical, mechanical kind of stuff. All right. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you then.